Oh boy, how are we going to do this? We'll do it like this, I think. Put this one on top. Quick outs, quick hits. Put this over there-ish. Alrighty, guys. Game number 7 versus Tampa Bay. This is the Cleveland Indians 2016 game from April 14th, 2016. There's your lineups. Davis in left, Kipnis in second, Lindor short, Napoli in DH, Santana at first, Ramirez at third, Bird in right, Nyquin in center field, and Roberto Perez catching. For Tampa Bay, it's Forsythe at second, Morrison at first, Longoria at third, Dickerson DH, Jennings in left, Miller is short, Souza right, Kilmar center, and Conger is the catcher. Let's play ball. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Alrighty. So, away we go. There's the games for the day. Kansas City and Houston, Chicago, Minnesota, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Texas, New York and Toronto, Cincinnati and Chicago, San Francisco, Colorado, Arizona, Los Angeles, San Diego and Philadelphia, Milwaukee and St. Louis. There we go. Atlanta, Washington, and Detroit and Pittsburgh. Alrighty, let's get things underway here. So, we will be rolling. Correct. Here we go. So, Rajai Davis starting things off against Chris Archer. Chris Archer, what kind of day is he going to have? 17, C-Day. And Danny Salazar for the Indians. He's going to have a B-Day. So, C-Day for Archer, B-Day for Salazar. Rajai Davis, he's going to have a 1-1. That is a strikeout by Chris Archer. Start things off for the Rays. Still not enough room. Jason Kipnis, 2 up. Jason Kipnis, 14 is a strikeout. So Chris Archer striking out the first 2 batters, and that brings up Francisco Lindor. 54 chart, and with a 10 on the 54 chart. 10 on the 54, and we're going to the Wilder chart. That is a 9. That's going to be a pop. Foul behind the plate. Catcher fighting it off. Roll versus error to see if he drops it. That is going to be Conger. Conger catching today. Hank Conger, error is a 1. So it's got to be a 1 or he'll make the catch. 16, he's going to be a foul out to the catcher. And that's going to do a 1-2-3 inning for the Indians. Salazar comes out. He's going to have a B-Day against Logan Forsythe for the Rays. 14 strikeout. Logan Morrison. Oh, foul. Fouled that one off. Logan Morrison. 51. It is not a strikeout. We will go to the 51 chart. That's a 16 on the 51 chart. 16. That's going to be a catcher, exotic error on the catcher. So go to the exotic error on the catcher chart. And pitcher or catcher exotic error refer to the base situations. The bases are empty. Ball thrown down first base line by the catcher. Batter goes to second. Fast batter will go to third. So it's going to be a bad throw down the line. It's going to be an E2 or 3. Perez, who's batting? Morrison. He is a 8th runner. I believe that's her run rating. I'm pretty sure that is. So it's going to be a 2-base error. E plus. No, it's going to be a... On the catcher. There we go. So Morrison makes it to second on the error. That brings up Evan Longoria. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Evan Longoria. 24 out. That's going to be fly ball to center field. That brings up Corey Dickerson. 42 on Salazar is a walk under the B column, so walked him. Runners at first and second now for Desmond Jennings, 2 outs. 25 out, and that's going to be a 7. Fly out to left, and that's going to do it for 1. We go to the top of the second, Mike Napoli. 51 and no strikeouts, so we're going to the 51 chart again. Another error check. This is going to be a 24 on the 51. 24 is going to be a shortstop. Shortstop is Miller. Here's Miller right here, and it's short. Error is a 6. We rolled in 11, so no error. It's going to be 6-3 put up. Napoli's gone, and brings up Carlos Santana. 15 strikeouts, so Archer with another strikeout. Jose Ramirez. Archer. Feeling the groove today, 36. If of Archer isn't out, we rolled a 3 with ace. He'll be a lefty on the 3. Lefty on the 3 is ground down to first. We'll go 3-1, and that'll do it for the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, and Brad Miller's up. 13 is a strikeout. Another strikeout by Salazar. Steven Souza. 24 is a strikeout. And we got strikeouts galore here so far. Kevin Killmeyer trying to strike out the side is Danny Salazar. 13, he's done it. Strikes out the side. Danny Salazar. We go to the top of the third. Cruising right through this. It's pretty easy when you roll strikeouts every time. Marlon Byrd, 45. Archer out. 15. He is going to be a right-hander. 15. Ground out too short. So it's going to be a 6-3 put out. Tyler Nyquin. 15 strikes out. Wow. What the strikes out. Roberto Perez, we got an umpire that likes to call those strikes. You better swing. Roberto Perez, 12 strikes out. It's another 1-2-3 inning. Holy crap. And we go to the bottom of the third already. We were only in 8 minutes into this game. Hank Conger, 43 blank. 43 is going to be a walk on Salazar. So another walk. Conger at first. Now that brings up Logan Forsythe. 51, no strikeout. We're going to the error chart again. 13 on the error chart, and that's back to the pitcher Salazar. Salazar, I guess I could look at this card. Might be easier than looking it up there. Error 7. That is a 3. And that is a 1 base error on the pitcher. Error. Pitcher. 2 men aboard for the Rays, and nobody out. 2 errors on Cleveland so far. Still no hits. Logan Morrison. 52, no strikeouts. So we're going to the 52 error chart. It's an 11, and it's going out to left field. That's Raji Davis. Oh boy, he's going to be in trouble. Raji Davis, error 6. We rolled a 2. What kind of error was that? That is going to be a 2 base error. Once again, and the runs are going to score. Forsythe is going to third. Morrison, and that's 3 errors on Cleveland so far. Wow. And the Rays have a run in without having a hit. That brings up Evan Longoria. Nobody out. They're going to play defense in. Evan Longoria, 63 on Salazar. Strikeout. Strikeout there. Danny Salazar desperately needed that one. Corey Dickerson. Defense in again. 41, and 41 is a walk. He's going to walk the bases loaded. And that brings up Dan Jennings. Dan Jennings, bases loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Oop, foul ball. Couldn't get them all in the thing. 31 on Salazar is a single. Single, we rolled a 20 on the advance. Second to home on a single and a 20. Infield, single. Hunter holds at 3rd. And so infield single, and everyone moves up 1 base on Desmond Jennings' hit. That brings up Brad Miller, 2 runs in. First hit of the ball game. Salazar, 1 out, bases loaded, 4-3 blank. Salazar, 43, and he walked in a run. The Tampa Bay Rays have 3 runs on 1 hit so far. Unbelievable. That brings up Steven Souza. Defense in again. 52, again, no strikeouts, so we're going to the 52 chart. Oh boy, if Cleveland has another error. 16. That's the right field. It'll be a 2-base error if Bird does not have this one. Marlon Bird, error of 0. He will catch it. Let's see if it's deep enough now. On the right, let's look at the error chart because it's going to tell us what's going to happen on this one. Runner, bases full, ball hit to, nope, nope. All fly out, all runners hold their bases. All fly outs, all runners hold their bases. Alright, so no advance on that. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. Marlon Bird makes a catch, and his base is loaded still for Kevin Killmeyer. 41 blank. 41 is a walk. He walked in a second run. Unbelievable. It's 4-1 or 4-0. 4 runs on 1 hit by the Rays. This has got to be an all-time record. You're not going to pull Salazar, are you? Here in the bottom of the 3rd. He only needs 1 more out. He just needs to not throw. Oh boy. Oh no. That is Conger. 65 is going to be a pitcher check for home run. Danny Salazar 1-7. No adjustment by Hank Conger. And Conger got all of that one. An unbelievable grand salami here for the Rays. They go up 8-0. And that is going to be it for Salazar. That is going to be it. And yep, this is going to put... Wow. As Salazar gets rocked, Zach McAllister is going to have to come in. They get him up quickly and get him in. And it's 8 runs on 2 hits. 8 runs on 2 hits. And Logan Forsythe is up. Zach McAllister, what kind of day is he going to have? That's a 20. He's going to have a C day. So both of our pitchers currently are C columns. 53, that's a range, not a strikeout again. So every one of those have been a check. So range 26 on the range. Right fielder, it'll be a single 1 star if you cannot get to it. Right fielder range. Oh boy, that's Marlon Bird. And his range is a 10, and that is a 15. That is going to be in for a single. So it was single star plus. Single star plus. Batter safe at first. Runners advance 2 bases. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter because there's nobody on. So it's going to be a single. As Logan Forsythe gets a hit and brings up Logan Morrison. It is 8-0. The Tampa Bay Rays scored 8 runs on 2 hits. How does that even happen? Logan Morrison, 13, and the pain stops as he finally strikes out the side, or strikes out the third out, and the side is retired. The Indians, 8 runs, 3 hits, and I think there was 2 errors in that as well. So, not your best outing so far, Cleveland Indians. And Tribe Fan 879 is not going to be happy at all with you. Rajai Davis, Chris Archer, 16. That will be an out of 11. Got her ground out to short. 6-3. Rajai Davis is down. Jason Kipnis. 6-6, and that is a 9, and Jason Kipnis got all that one. He's put the first hit way up in the seats there in the left center field. It is an 8-1 ball game. Francisco Lindor. 54 chart, and with nobody on, we rolled a 4. That is going to be fly ball. It's going to center field. Fly ball going to center field. We're going to roll against Kevin Kiermaier. Error. He's a 2. And that's going to be a good catch. A fly out to Kiermaier. That brings up Mike Napoli. Mike Napoli. 46 is ballpark. A 5 on the ballpark. Where is the ballpark card? It's around here somewhere. Here it is, right here. Ballpark card. Let's put this right up there. There we go. All right. What do we roll? We roll the 5. 5 is going to be against Napoli. Right-hander. 5 is going to be a double by Napoli. That brings up Carlos Santana. 2 outs, 1 in. 8-1 ball game. 3-6 and Archer 36 will be an out. Well, the 17 on that one, and that is going to make it a fly ball to left field for the last out. So 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 8-1 is your score. Zach McAllister in. Evan Longoria, 13, strikes out. Dickerson, 26 against a righty. That'll be a single, and Dickerson's get it as single as Zach McAllister's a right-hander. Desmond Jennings up at the plate. 14 strikes out, swinging. Brad Miller's up, 2 outs. 25 out, 12. I have to start remembering these. It's a pop-up to third. Pop-up to third base. Now we're cruising through this. 18 minutes in, we're in the top of the 5th. Jose Ramirez. 34 is going to be a single off Archer's card. So Ramirez is aboard. Marlon Byrd. And that was an 18. That is going to be a strikeout by Marlon Byrd. Tyler Nyquin's coming in. 1 on, 1 out. For 2, Archer walked him. That brings up Roberto Perez. 2 on, 1 out. 35 will be an out. 9, fly ball to right. And that brings up back Rajai Davis for the Tribe. 2 on, 2 outs, top of 5. 62 is a strikeout by Archer, and he has got his mojo going back. as he gives up the run in the fourth, but nothing in the fifth. 8-1, bottom of 5, Steven Souza. McAllister can actually only face 7, so... They're going to bring in Brian they're going to bring in... they're going to bring in a pitcher that I do not have a card for available. I got the card. But I didn't have him because he didn't pitch in this. But it looks like we're going to need somebody that's going to be some long relief here. And that's going to bring out... it's going to bring out Mr. Anderson. Cody Anderson. He can go 17 in relief. So he's going to be our long reliever, assuming he can keep things close. So, Cody Anderson in against Steven Souza. We're in the bottom of the fifth. We got to roll. It's a 62, so we'll see what kind of day Cody Anderson is having. Oh, of course, a good day. So that'll be a strikeout and a 1-8. That is a 9er, so it won't be. It'll be a ground. It'll be a out. What kind of out is it? It's going to be a 5 against the right-hander. Ground out to third. So 5-3 on the put out. All right, Kevin Killmeyer. Blank 63 is an out. 11. To ground out to 3, which is going to be first. We'll go 3 unassisted this time. Hank Conger is up. Hank the man. Conger with the grand salami earlier. 31 blank Anderson. 31 is going to be a single by Conger. And with 2 outs, that takes us to the top of the lineup. Logan Forsythe's going to get a chance. Bottom of 5. 53, no strikeouts. So once again, range check. And a 62 is going to be his short. That's Lindor at short. And he's got a range of 16. We rolled a 6. 6-3 put out, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 6, 8-1. If you missed it early, weren't here earlier, the Tampa Bay Rays scored 8 runs on 2 hits. 8 runs on 2 hits. Archer against Kipnis. 4-3 on Archer. 1-18 walk. He will walk him. So Kipnis is aboard. And then Doors up. 25 out. 15. He is going to be a lefty. 15 lefty grounder first. We're going to take the 3-1 and runner will move to second. Napoli. 61. Steve Reich 3 on Archer's card. Archer's still going strong here. Carlos Santana. How many strikeouts is that for Archer? That is 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Given up by Chris Archer. 51 and a 4 is a strikeout. So no, it's a strikeout before the error check. So a strikeout by Archer. Make that number 9 for Chris Archer. We go to the bottom of the 6. Cody Anderson against Logan Morrison. 61 on Anderson is a strikeout. Evan Longoria. 3-3 for Longoria, and that is going to be a 1-2 double, and that's going to be single. And he's aboard. Corey Dickerson. 23 will be an out. We rolled a 2. It's going to be a pop-up to first. Pop-up to first. Brings up Dennisman Jennings with 2 outs here. 35 on Anderson is a single. So single. We rolled a 13 on the single. First to third, 13. And it goes to right field, so he will advance on the single. So runners at first and third now. Brad Miller's up 2 away. 2-5 out. And this one's going to be a fly ball out to Marlon Byrd in right field. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Jose Ramirez against Chris Archer. Archer can go 29. He has not even gone. Let's see. Let's take a look. Jose Ramirez is been up twice. Grounded 3-1 in a single. So 27 will be the third time through the lineup. So we're not quite through the third time yet. So, all right, Jose Ramirez. 6-1 strikeout. Another strikeout by Archer. Marlon Byrd. 16 strikeout. And that is got to be almost Tyler Nyquin. 3-5 out, and it's going to be 6, which I believe is a ground out to short. It is 6-3. So it's 1-2-3 inning with 7 inning stretch time here in Tampa. The Rays up 8-1 as they score 8 runs on 2 hits in the 3rd inning. There was several walks, 2 errors. It was just an ugly inning for the Indians. Probably one they will not like to see. Anderson can face 17. There's no way he's faced 17, but he's going to come out for the 7th. According to replay, he's tired, but we're going to let him go. 14, Stuza, strikeout. Killmeyer. 6-3 out. That's going to be fly out to center. And Hank Conger. Conger with the grand slam in the 3rd. And also a single. Let's see what his day looks like. Let me look here. Walk, home run, grand slam, and a single. There is your out-of-town scoreboard so far. All right, there we go. Top of 9. Houston up 2-0 against Kansas City. Minnesota 9-3 over Chicago. Baltimore over Texas. The Yankees and Toronto tied up at 4-4. Cincinnati and Chicago tied up at 3-3. And there's the rest of your out-of-town scoreboard. Back to Hank Conger here. 4-5 out. And so that is going to be 5 against the lefty. And it's going to be ground to first and 3-1 put out. We go to the 8th. Chris Archer against Roberto Perez. 51 and no strikeout this time, so we will go to the error check. Oh, it's a 3 on the error check. This could be dangerous. 3-6. First base, and that's Morrison. At first, he's at 6 error. We rolled a 3, and that is a 2-star. So that's going to be an error. It's going to be an E3 on Morrison. So the Indians get a break as Tampa Bay now has their first defensive lapse. And that brings up Rajai Davis. So this is batter number 28. Rajai Davis. 2-2. He rolled a 2. That is a walk. So first 2 men aboard, but you're up 8-1. They're gonna take Archer out, I believe. They're gonna take Archer out and bring in Dana Evelyn just to be safe. Archer out. Dana team will come in to face off against Jason Kipnis. Kipnis has already hit a home run, I believe, in the 4th inning. Let's see, he was... Yeah. Yes, home run. In the 4th. So they want to be tough against Jason Kipnis. 12, then that's a perfect pitch by Evelyn, a strikeout. Lindor, Francisco, 56 blank. We have to roll. It is a 56. We need to find out Evelyn what kind of day is he going to have. It's going to be a strikeout because he has strikeout in all 3 of his categories. But he's actually having a C day as well, but it's still a strikeout. Lindor down on strikes. And Napoli with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. 1-1, and he rolled a 5. That'll be a walk. Carlos Santana, but the base is full. And the switch hitter coming up. Evelyn trying to get through this 8th. 24 will be an out, and it's going to be a 17 fly ball. That one's going to left field and making the catch. And ruining any chance the Indians have of a comeback. And Anderson will be done, and they're going to bring in... they're going to bring in Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw in the top of the 9th here. 8-1 is your, or bottom of the 8th. 8-1 is your score. Logan Forsythe strikes out. 12 strikeout. We need to see what kind of day Brian Shaw is going to have. C day. I mean, most pitchers have already had a C day, so bad pitching performance. Although Archer had a bad pitching performance, and he had how many strikeouts? Logan Morrison. 51, no strikeouts, so it will be an error check again on the Indians. And it's a 44, and that is on second baseman. Second baseman is Kip. His error is a 4. That's a 9, so it's going to be a good play for 3. And Evan Longoria in the bottom of the 8th. 14 for Longoria. He will strike out. A lot of strikeouts in this game. We cruised right through this. We've only been live streaming 32 minutes. We had the little intro in the beginning, so take 5 minutes off for that, or at least 4 minutes. So we've only been going for like 28 minutes. We're in the top of the 9th, and Evelyn's out. And Ramirez, switch hitter, right-hander, lefty, right-hander. So Evelyn's out, and they're going to bring in. Who are they going to bring in? They're going to bring in. They're both righties, so we'll give it to Steve Geltz. Yeah, we'll give it to Geltz. Steve Geltz is going to come in. What kind of day is Geltz going to have? 2. Hey, he's going to have an A day. He's going to be facing off against J.E. Ramirez. Jose. 25. Out. 15. He's going to be a lefty on the 15. That is going to be ground ball to first. Marlon Byrd. And they're gonna take Marlon Byrd out. They're actually why I'm even wasting time on this. But they did this in real life, so I just feel like I have to do this. They're gonna take Marlon Byrd out, and they're gonna pinch hit with. They're gonna pinch hit with Colin Cowgill. Colin Cowgill, assuming I can find his card. Come on, where are you? Yeah. Oh, I didn't go all the way to the beginning. That's my problem. He's probably going to be up here in the beginning. There he is. Colin Cowgill's coming in to pinch hit. We have 1 out in the top of the 9th. 12 strikeout. And that brings up Tyler Nyquin. Last hope for the Indians. 41, and we don't know because I forgot to roll. It's a 41, which is going to be a walk. But he's having, oh no wait, we already rolled for him. He's having he's having an A day, so that was still a walk though. So Nyquin's aboard. That brings up Perez. 41, and 41 is a walk. So back-to-back walks. And Rajai Davis. Raji can make things a little bit interesting. Not now, as that's going to be a fly ball. It's going on to deep left field, and making the catch out there is Dan Jennings, and this one's in the books. Chris Archer improves to 1-1. Danny Salazar takes the loss. He drops to 1-1. He was shellacked. The MVP, Chris Archer. Let's check out the. We will. Yeah, we'll go ahead and autoplay the games to the finish so we can see who wins and loses. Houston shuts out Kansas City 2-0. Minnesota 9, Chicago 5. Tampa Bay 8-1 over Cleveland. And Baltimore takes down Texas 4-3. The Yankees double up Toronto 10-5. Cincinnati gets by Chicago 4-3. Colorado 5-2 over San Francisco. Arizona 7-2 over Los Angeles. Philadelphia 5, San Diego 4. Pittsburgh wins by a single point, 7-6 over Detroit. St. Louis a single point over Milwaukee. A lot of close games. And Atlanta 2-1 over Washington. Let's see what happened in the day. Sterling Castro gets 5 hits for the Yankees and a win over Toronto. 5 for 5, raising his batting average to .429. Maikel Franco, play of the day. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Philadelphia batting, man on first. Nobody out, and they're trailing 4-3. Miguel Franco hits a game-winning 2-run home run, and the Philadelphia Phillies beat San Diego. And that was the game of the day as well. So bottom of the 9th, trailing 4-3, man on first. Miguel Franco comes through. Cleveland drops to 3-4. They are just 1 game back in their division, though. Chicago 5-4. And everyone in the division is very close in the American League Central. In the East, Boston half a game up on Baltimore. And Seattle 1 game up on Los Angeles. In the National League, it's the Washington Nationals 1 game up on New York. St. Louis in front by half a game over Pittsburgh, and San Diego half a game in front of Colorado. Let's see if we see Cleveland, Danny Salazar. Well, he doesn't have a 0.0 anymore. Tampa Bay, Chris Archer, 29 strikeouts. Let's actually look at our box score, because I think this is going to tell a lot. If you weren't with this and you're just watching this now, Tampa Bay scored 8 runs on 2 hits. 8 runs on 2 hits. How do you score 8 runs on 2 hits? Well, we'd have to replay it because I don't even remember. It got real bad real quick. Salazar went 2 2/3, 2 hits, 8 runs, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and of course the grand salami to our good friend Hank Conger. His second of the season. And it was with 2 outs too. Wow. There is your information. Let's look at Archer. I wanted to see Archer, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. And of course the 1 home run to Kipnis, right? Jason Kipnis. His second in the 4th inning. Yes. All right. So Jason Kipnis was 2 now. Archer, 11 strikeouts, really let us cruise through this game. That is for sure. I mean, we were pretty much done with this game in less than a half an hour. That is, how many total strikeouts did? 14 strikeouts for Cleveland. And Tampa Bay we're swinging and missing too. They had 12, so that's a total of 26 strikeouts in this game. With strikeouts, it makes the game go quick. You don't have to worry about base running, advancement, or any of that funky stuff. The only thing that slowed us down was that third inning, which took forever. 2 errors, 3 walks, grand slam, 8 runs on 2 hits for the Indians. They ended up with 7 hits, 8 runs, 1 error. Cleveland, 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors. On the Cleveland Indians, dropped 3-4. That's your final from game number 7. Cleveland now, let's look at their schedule. So, lost to Boston to start the season, then they won at Chicago, then they lost at Chicago, and they lost 2 of 3 at Tampa. The middle game was a shellacking. They took out Tampa 13-5, but the 2 ones they lost were 1-8 scores. Not great. They head off and play the New York Mets at Citi Field. Then they'll head to Seattle. I'm sorry. That'll be at home. They will play the New York Mets at home. And then Seattle at home. Then they'll go on the road to play Detroit and Minnesota and Philadelphia to end out April. So, Mets coming up at home against Cleveland. Thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a great night. We'll see you all soon. Take care. Until then.